What's good, family? Welcome back to the channel. If you are new here, I'm Jasmine Renee. Y'all, I just want to give you some encouragement today, because today your girl just didn't feel like doing it today. Okay, I did not feel like getting up this morning, all kind of things. And I know, like, sometimes our life gets overwhelming with all the responsibilities that we have, that we just simply don't feel like getting out of bed. We don't feel like going to work. We don't feel like doing anything that we actually need to do, just because we're just so overwhelmed, overworked, and just so much is going on, right? So I just want to encourage you to keep going, keep serving God. Don't stop. Keep the faith, okay? Faith is taking the first step, even when you can't see the whole staircase. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. said that. Even though you can't see the first step, you should take it without knowing the rest of the way. God is not going to give us all the details. God's not going to tell us every single detail about what's going on in our life. Because sometimes if God tells us what's really going to happen, we're going to back out, we're going to change our mind, and we're not going to make it to the promised land. Keep the faith. God knows what's best for you, all right? None of that other stuff matters. So get out your feelings, brush it off, and keep going. Because the best is yet to come, y'all. Keep the faith. Psalms 55:22. It says, cast your cares on the Lord, and he will sustain you. He will never let the righteous be forsaken. God cares, y'all. Everything is going to be all right. No matter how you feeling today, tomorrow, next week, next month, next year, everything is going to be all right. The Lord will never let you be forsaken. You just cast your cares upon him. He loves you so much. He just wants all of that burden, all that stress, all that worry, all your negative feelings. He wants all of it for you. But it takes faith. And faith works if you work it, okay? 2 Corinthians 5:7, it says, for we live by faith, not by sight. It doesn't matter what it looks like. It doesn't matter how you feel. It doesn't matter what other people are telling you. We walk by faith, not by sight. Every single day, all day. When you are righteous, when you are following God, it's all about your faith. Nothing should be able to shake your faith, okay? So look, trials and tribulations are going to come, but they're going to make you stronger, all right? The storms that are coming your way, because we know that the righteous still has trials and tribulations, okay? It doesn't get any better just because we following God, and we know that. But because we know that, we also know that the storms that are coming our way, they won't last long. It's only temporary. It's got to get better because God said it will get better, okay? So look, weeping may endure for a night, y'all, but joy is going to come to us in the morning. Not any more sorrow, because we know for a fact that the blessings of the Lord make it rich. So whatever you're worried about, whatever you're stressing about, however you're feeling, keep the faith, let go and let God. Let him do what only he can do. All right? Matthew 17:20, it says, he replied, because you have so little faith. Truly, I tell you, if you have faith as small as a mustard seed, you can say to this mountain, move from here to there, and it will move. Nothing will be impossible for you. God's telling you right there. As long as you have faith in God, the size of a mustard seed. Y'all, I bought a container of mustard seeds because I was like, how small really is a mustard seed? Y'all, it is so small. It is so small till it's absolutely ridiculous. That's how much faith God wants you to have. If you have such a small, minute amount of faith, God can work with that. He can take that. He can use that. All you need to do is have just a little bit of faith. But you got to keep it going. It's hard to keep the faith up when so much is going on around you. You got bills coming at you. You got health issues. You got family problems. You got children, work, job, all kind of stuff going on. Business is going crazy. You got a lot going on in life. Life is lifing. Prices are going up. All kind of stuff is happening in the economy. But when you keep the faith and you believe in God, none of that matters. All it takes is faith the size of a mustard seed, y'all. Go to the nearest grocery store, get you some mustard seeds, and really pay attention to how small it is. Put it inside of your hand. Set that mustard seed in your hand and see for yourself how small that really is. Let it roll back and forth in your hand. I want you to really see how small and how little amount of faith God is telling you to work with. He's just telling you, if you have just that little bit of faith, you could tell that mountain to move. That right there is monumental. You mean to tell me my little bit of faith can move a mountain? So just imagine what happens when you have great faith. When you step your faith up. So my question to you today is, where is your faith? In the midst of it all, where is your faith? Are you believing that God is going to do exceedingly and abundantly above all that you could ever ask or think? Are you truly believing that you can cast your cares on God and he'll take care of the rest? If you truly believe in it, then there's nothing else nobody can say that matters. How you feeling doesn't matter. What's going on around you doesn't matter. Faith is all it takes. You are so unstoppable with God on your side. James 2:17, it says, in the same way, faith by itself, if it is not accompanied by action, it is dead. Y'all, if we're not working with this faith, it's dead. Faith without works is dead, y'all. If we're not believing and we're not putting any action behind that belief, it means nothing. You can believe all you want that God is going to make a way, but if you are not becoming the person that you need to become, if you're not working on yourself, if you're not working on all the things that God told you to do, believing that God is going to change you is not enough. Believing that God is going to just completely come down and just fix everything for you is not enough. You need to make some action happen. You got to do something. It's some work you got to do too. God said he will bless the works of our hands, but you got to give him something to work with. What are you doing with your time now? What are you doing with your life right now? Are you making the changes that God told you to make? Are you believing that he gonna really do it for you? Do you really have faith? Because faith without works is dead. You can't just believe it. You gotta be about that action. We gotta really do it, y'all. Like, we gotta really go for it, for real. Like, if you want it bad enough, go after the promises that God has for you. Believe it with your whole heart. Have nothing but faith. Don't let anything or anyone stand in your way, okay? You know what God told you to do. Do it. Go for it. Start that business. Go back to school. Believe in yourself. You could do it. Whatever it is that God told you to do, do it. Seek God first. Trust the process and enjoy the journey, y'all. It will not be easy. You will not always want to do it, y'all. Jesus didn't even want to die on the cross, y'all. Jesus said, Lord, if it be your will, remove this cup from me. Nevertheless, not my will, your will. Jesus didn't even want to bear that cross, y'all. But he knew that it wasn't his will. It was about God's will. So, nevertheless, God gave Jesus that strength and that ability to keep pushing and to keep going. Jesus went through with what God said to do. The same way we got to go through with it. He fulfilled the calling on his life. Nevertheless, not our will, but God's will. The same way Jesus didn't want to die on the cross, the same way you don't feel like getting up in the morning, the same way you don't feel like going after that promise that God told you because it looks difficult. Nevertheless, not our will, but God's will, y'all. We got to push. We got to prevail through. It's going to get better. Every day is not going to be great. You're not going to feel like doing it every single day. But the longer you keep at it, the more you keep doing it, it's going to get better. It's going to get easier. You just got to keep going. Have faith. Keep the faith. Believe that God is going to do what he told you he was going to do. Just do your part. Let God handle the rest. You got to pick yourself up and step the faith up. All right? Pick yourself up and step up your faith. Hebrews 11:6. But without faith, it is impossible to please him. For he who comes to God must believe that he is, and that he is a rewarder of those who diligently seek him. If you seeking after God, he gonna reward you anyway. If you're not diligently seeking after God, how can he reward you? That's that works we talking about. Faith without works, you got to keep having that faith. You got to keep going. Trust and believe that God is going to do it, y'all. If we don't have faith, it is impossible to please him. So no matter what you do, if you don't have faith, you will not please God. So even if you don't feel like it, stop worrying, stop stressing. You got to keep praying. Never stop praying, y'all. Never stop praying. No matter how you feel, no matter what's going on, through all circumstances, be thankful and never stop praying, y'all. Give God your all. The love of God will sustain you no matter what you're going through. Through all the trials and tribulations, through those storms, those moments where we just don't feel like it, we just don't want to. God's love will sustain you. His love, his peace, his joy will keep you. All you got to do is ask God. Go to God in prayer. Tell him what you need. Tell him that you are not feeling it today. Tell God that you need encouragement, that you need motivation, that you need wisdom. You are lacking knowledge, whatever it is that you are lacking. Tell God that that's what you need. Seek after him with your whole heart, y'all. I can't say it enough. Seek after God with your whole heart. Seek him first. That's all you need to do. God made it so clear. You're not going to always want to do it. Many are the afflictions of the righteous. It's not going to always be perfect and pleasing and wonderful and good. But nevertheless, not our will, but God's will. That's what needs to be done, y'all. So I encourage you to keep going, keep believing, keep trying, keep pushing, y'all. Don't stop, don't give up. Keep your faith. Because we know faith without works is dead. So keep pushing, keep moving, y'all. Keep going. Let God handle what he's going to handle for you in your life, all right? He loves you. He loves you so much, y'all. God really, truly loves you. He wants nothing but the best for you. Keep going, keep pushing, and believe that God is going to do exactly what he said he's going to do. Because he's not a man that he shall lie. He will do just what he said he's going to do. So just wait, keep the faith, and watch God blow your mind, all right? Until next time, family, I love you. God loves you. Peace.